Today, Kashmiris across the world unite to observe Kashmir Solidarity Day, renewing their commitment to a just struggle for self determination as promised by the United Nations. Observed every year on February 5, this day serves as a powerful reminder of the Kashmir conflict as India continues its illegal occupation of the region. On both sides of the line of control, voices rise against Indian oppression, while Pakistan reaffirms its unwavering support for the Kashmiri people. Kashmir Day was first proposed in 1990 by Jamaat-e-Islami's Qazi Hussain Ahmad and was later declared a national holiday in Pakistan by then Prime Minister Benazir Bhutto. The date was chosen as Kashmiri resistance intensified, drawing global attention to their struggle against Indian subjugation. From mass rallies to human chains, the day calls upon the world to recognize the sacrifices of the Kashmiri people and their right to determine their future. However, beyond expressing solidarity, what role can Pakistan and international bodies play in resolving this decades long conflict? And are there any global conflicts that offer lessons for resolving the Kashmir dispute? Let's hear from an expert.
Well, I think Pakistan should actively follow the diplomatic path which Pakistan has been following, specifically after 2019 when India revoked Article 370 on Kashmir. This is the right strategy that Pakistan has taken, and I think Pakistan should keep highlighting the Kashmir dispute on international forums and try to convince international community by drawing correlations between the region's problem and the Kashmir dispute and the disturbing relationship between India and Pakistan. And there are so many pressing crises that demand cooperation between India and Pakistan. Until and unless these two countries cooperate, qualitative change is not possible in the region. For example, I would name 2 or 3 very important issues that need specific attention. Economic crisis, for example, in the region, political instability in the region, and above all is the climate crisis. If we want to save the region and the economic activity here, which would lead to the political stability, it is very important that the countries in the region cooperate with one another, and India and Pakistan would have to take lead in it. So if international community is convinced to that extent, I am hopeful that they would put pressure on India to come to the negotiations with Pakistan, because at the moment what we face is the adamant attitude of India that it is not willing to talk to Pakistan. At least forcing India or pressurizing India to talk to Pakistan may be a right strategy for the major powers or the international organizations like United Nations. There are many instances from which we can draw lessons that how the intricate conflicts like Kashmir are resolved. If we take the example of the conflict between Germany and France, or in Northern Ireland, or in South Africa, 2 or 3 features emerge very important. First of all is the will. When there is a will, there is a way. If India and Pakistan feel the need to resolve the conflict, then definitely they would come up with some sort of mechanisms that would stage by stage lead to the resolution of the Kashmir conflict. Negotiations are important, bargain is important. Keeping in view the dynamics in Kashmir, I think Kashmiris should be given the autonomy, which is very important. We have discussed several proposals for the resolution of Kashmir disputes in past, in which power sharing was also one of the mechanisms, and twinning of the city is an option. This can be done, but for all this there needs to be the will. And at the moment, the status quo that we have been facing is largely because of Indian attitude. India feels that it can get away with anything it does unilaterally. So it is not respecting the United Nations resolution that Pakistan has stressed that India should respect. So I think that if we keep on highlighting our diplomacy in a way that pressurizes India to come to negotiation with Pakistan, at least to talk to Pakistan, that might be helpful. And also, Pakistan needs to put its house in order, focus on its economy and its political stability, so as it creates a pressure for international community to listen to it.
For the people of Kashmir, the fight for justice continues. The world remains silent. But for how long?